Georgia, a rich and diverse landscape. From the blue midst of the ancient Appalachians, where born are the cold sparkling waters which rush down from the highlands and thread the fertile rolling green Piedmont hills, drifting across the sandy pine flatlands to the mysterious swamplands and glittering deltas and golden marshes, which embrace our moss-draped and sun-baked islands, where Georgia meets the sea. This grand southern setting has inspired and informed many diverse historic forces that have influenced and created the Georgia, the South, the nation, and indeed the world that we know today. Through periods of exploration and settlement, cultivation and industrialization, wars and peace, depressions and boom times, Georgia has given birth to many unique and influential figures in business, government, science, education, and of course, the arts. Georgia has arguably produced the greatest breadth of important and distinctive voices to come from the South, defining the region for those who knew it well and for those who did not, through comedy and tragedy, fiction and nonfiction, poetry and prose, speeches and songs, folk tales and screenplays. How would the South's and America's heart and soul be different today without the dark humor of Flannery O'Connor, or the wistful sentiment of the song Moon River, or a U.S. president's memoir of growing up on a rural Georgia farm, or the epic Civil War tale of a Southern woman named Scarlett, or a minister's clarion call for freedom from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Recognizing a need to preserve, celebrate, and honor Georgia's literary legacy, the Georgia Writers Hall of Fame was created to recognize Georgia writers, past and present, whose work reflects the character of the state, its land, and its people. The Hall of Fame was established in 2000 as part of the Margaret Rare Book and Manuscript Library to honor Georgia writers and to introduce and invite the public to access the library's rich collections for research into Georgia literature and cultural history. Here you find a comprehensive collection of materials created by some of Georgia's most significant writers, original papers, letters, research materials, manuscripts, and various editions of their work, preserving the state's literary legacy for many generations to come. To be eligible for nomination, a writer must have been either a native of Georgia or have produced a significant work while living in Georgia. The Board of Judges meet yearly to review nominations. An annual public ceremony at the Russell Special Collections Libraries celebrates each year's inductees in conjunction with an exhibit of rare books and literary manuscripts. The Margaret Library's vast collection of important materials on Georgia, millions of pages of historic manuscripts, photos, maps, broadsides, first and foreign editions, is protected, preserved, and organized by the people of Georgia and for the people of Georgia. All open to the visiting public at the Richard B. Russell Building Special Collections Library. The work of the Hall of Fame helps to highlight and to promote the critical works of these authors, preserving them for the future. Please join us in celebrating Georgia's rich and diverse and important writers and literary treasures.